in business crimes and the like. What do they do? Steve, the fact that the establishment seems to hate Trump, right? The establishment law firms, aren't lining up to represent Trump. Instead, they're lining up to represent, the folks like Alvin Bragg, who, as you said, can't even really defend what their lawsuit is. There's still, mystery federal theories floating around that weren't fully identified that are what take the misdemeanor of falsification of business records and hike it up to a felony level offense. And exactly how that works, we haven't even been told yet. Yet, we already have Alvin Bragg getting a law firm to go after Trump and go after Jordan.
But the scoop you're giving us is clearly they knew they had a problem early on. That's why it probably had some assistance of the initial letter. Okay. Jeff Clark, just hanging right there. We're going to come back to you. We got Mar-a-Lago. We got big breaking news on Mar-a-Lago. We're in front of the AOC. We got this investigation by the Executive Senate Judiciary, Justice Thomas. We've got a very special guest here. That's in the middle of a lot of this. Right there.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaroot from my great friends John and Jubilee of Energize Health. Energize Health can change your life just like it did for me. Right now, Energize Health is offering my fans for more 40% off discount. 40% off. Just say more. Go to energizehealth.com.
That leads to charges that are at that level, sir. High crimes and misdemeanors.
Well, we always want more information, Steve, but I mean, at this point, there's definitely smoke, and where there's smoke, there tends to be fire. I mean, how could you possibly have used, and the emails in question go back to about, August, 23 or so of last year, 24, 26, and they're indicating that this special access program was used at some point, right? Even if Karine Jean-Pierre had denied any involvement by the Biden White House on the 9th, she has an obligation to come forward and correct the record, and that never happened. Instead, they tried to skate by and pretend that this was all part of the quote-unquote independent Justice Department. And indeed, originally they tried to push it down on Chris Wray. I can only imagine when the stories started coming out that Chris Wray was responsible for this, what the phone calls or meetings were like between him and the AG. And so the AG went out in that press conference and started talking about Garland being the one to authorize it. But as it turns out, even Garland wasn't the author of this, the genesis of this. It was the president himself. And, I do think that if you're doing that against your political opponent and you're pretending that it wasn't done by you, it was instead done by an ostensibly independent official, even though that official serves at the pleasure of the president, I mean, that's just the nastiest kind of naked politics that subverts the electoral system that I can imagine. And even beyond that, the statute that creates this
Perspective, which again is one of love the sinner, hate the sin, yes, but love the sinner, was a violation of YouTube's hate policy, which again talks about violence and hatred. How they deemed that from that video, I have no clue. But what's amazing to me is they not only canceled in 2021 the whole of our subscriber base, 315,000 subscribers, millions of views on many videos. This time, we worked for 2 full years to get up to 156,000 subscribers, just about halfway to what we used to have in 2021. And this is a whole team working on this. And just like that, canceled us again. It is really unbelievable that they're coming after. And this was the John Henry Weston Show channel. It's really weird. They also removed my personal YouTube channel. So I can't even watch YouTube